We are headed to one of the areas where they're getting a soaking right now, the Bay Area, to speak with Christopher Wu, who started a company called Paper Culture, and you can find them at paperculture.com. Every year when the holidays roll around, I question whether I should send out cards or not, because I'm a big greenie, Patty. And
I know. Well, Randall, will it surprise you to know that I have never, ever once done the holiday card? Ever?
Never?
No.
Not even one time?
Not what about, as an adult.
What about if you're having like a holiday party? Do you send out invitations that way?
Usually it's word of mouth.
Uh-huh. Right.
I'm just not that organized.
Well, these people are going to make it easy for you.
Okay, so, good. I will be listening.
Christopher joins us right now on the line to solve the dilemma that people like me face when they're trying to have a green Christmas. Christopher, welcome to Eat, Drink, Explore.
Thank you very much. I hope you are staying dry, because we surely are not.
Yeah, the rain has stopped currently where we are at our studio, but it's coming down pretty heavy right now in the Bay Area.
Yeah, no, it is, I don't know what the term for it is, but there are trees down,
wow.
Big puddles. It was hard to even drive to work today, so...
Well, thank you for making it into the office for us. We certainly appreciate it, because I'm very curious about this. My good friend Kathy Pape, she she has a married name now, so but I know her as I just call her by her last name, Pape. And so she sent me the note on this, and she is very hesitant to send me things unless she really believes in it. Mm-hmm. And so she sent me this one. And what caught my eye, Christopher, is that for every order you get, you plant a tree. That is very impressive to me. My mom said, those must be really expensive cards. And I said, I don't think so. I looked on the site. They seemed to be pretty comparable. How do you do it?
No, absolutely. Well, when we started the company, we started in a little bit different way than, the typical Silicon Valley, raise a bunch of venture money, throw it in and swing for the fences, and really just grow at all costs. We're somewhat, my founders and I are somewhat fortunate in that this is not our first company, and we sold our last few companies. And
people might know one of the companies you worked for, right? Or more? Yahoo?
Yes, Yahoo. Unfortunately, I did not start Yahoo, but, and so part of our mandate was to really do something that many of us actually just had kids as well when we started the company, and we really wanted to start a company that our kids would be proud of, in addition to us being proud of. And so from the beginning, we've really focused on two things, modern design and sustainability. And one of the things that we do on the sustainability side, as you mentioned, is that we do plant a tree with every order placed. We've actually pledged to plant over 1 million trees.
Wow.
And we're pretty far along in our goal. We've planted 250,000 trees to date.
A quarter of 1 million trees already planted.
Absolutely.
That's a lot of card orders, right?
It is a lot of card orders. We plant trees for a lot of different reasons, and the card order is the primary one. Not all of those are for card orders, but it's a great way to, as you mentioned, I think we're a paper company primarily, and for us, there was a dilemma in starting out, because you think, especially in this e-world, well, isn't it more eco to send an e-card instead of a paper card? But what I always say is I liken that to going on a diet and saying that the best way to lose weight is just to starve yourself. That is, talking about sustainability, that's the most unsustainable way to lose weight. And when you think about trees and paper, for us, the answer for people who love paper is not to stop using paper. It's to do so in a way that if every single person did it in the same way as you, paper could go on forever and ever. And that's why when we, with our cards, every card is printed on 100% post-consumer recycled paper. And what that really means is that there's no new trees that are cut down to produce the paper.
People don't realize that there are different levels of recycled paper.
Right.
Right? And so post-consumer is the greenest of them all. Chris, are you still there? Oh, I think we lost
I think we
Chris
might have
for a
lost
second.
him.
So I'm going to just drop him right there, and then hopefully
We'll try to get him back on the line. Well, I love the mentality, though, the way they've approached this for using paper, not to not use it, but to use it in a responsible way. I like what he's saying.
Well, and you, Patty,
I've been very responsible. I haven't printed any holiday cards at all for years.
And you were saying that one of the main reasons for that is you with everything you've got going on, let's face it, you juggle several jobs. You've got 2 kids at home. Being organized enough to do that is very difficult. And so
that really is the factor for me. Yeah, it just comes down to being so busy and not planning ahead. By the time I even consider it, it's far too late to get it together.
They'll personalize these cards for you, as I understand, which is really cool.
I just have been looking at their website. It's some great options and things that it's just amazing what they can do. I'm like, wow, maybe I could do this.
Well, one concern I have for Christopher is that perhaps we got dropped because of the storm. You
Right.
know? Yeah,
We're trying to get him back on the
our
line, but
producer,
that
Cora,
could be a factor, the weather.
is working it right now. And, the paper that we print our show program on that we're showing right now to the viewers that are watching us online is printed on recycled paper. It's very easy to buy recycled paper now. It's just about everywhere. And in some cases, it is the same price as the just standard paper. So
I was at a basketball game tournament yesterday in Morro Bay, and one of the parents was, kind of using time in between the games and was actually reading a book. And I commented to him, "Wow, you have an actual book in your hands." And he said,
Right. We've got Chris back on the line now, which is great. Chris, sorry that we dropped you there. Christopher
No,
Wu.
I think the storm is wreaking havoc. My apologies.
we thought it might be that.
Yeah, Christopher Wu joining us right now from paperculture.com. Christopher, one aspect I wanted to ask you about, and this directly affects Patty, who's never sent a card because she's just not organized. You'll personalize them, right, for each person on the list?
Absolutely, Patty. We have the solution for you. It's called mail-in message. So, and this was actually for really, because I was not that different than you in that the prospect of having to address 100 holiday cards was not high on my list. But the one thing I do have is I have all my addresses electronically, and what we do is we let you upload all of those addresses, if you already have it electronically, it takes a couple minutes, and then we will stamp, address, and mail your cards for free. You pay only the actual cost of the stamp. And on top of that, we enable you to write a personal message on the back of each card so that you could send grandma one message and you could send your brother or sister a different message. And all of that's part of the card and really gives that personal touch without needing to go lick a lot of stamps and
get hand cramps writing notes.
Right. Christopher, what is the time frame for people that are not good planners? How far up until Christmas Day can you order something like this and still get the card in their hands before the holiday?
Really about a week beforehand.
Okay.
So it takes about a day or two to process, and then delivery takes, depending on where you live, about 4 or 5 business days.
How about for, like we were mentioning, Patty, if you were to have a party, a holiday party or something?
Like an invite?
Yeah, it's nice to get a card for something as festive as a holiday party. You do those as well?
Absolutely. We do basically any event or life, what we call life events. So whether you're getting married or holiday cards, invitations, announcements, and then stationery as well. And some wall art, which is our newest product, which is printed on bamboo, which is really quite beautiful.
Very cool.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, Christopher Wu, thank you so much for being on Eat, Drink, Explore today. I want you to stay dry there in the Bay Area and on your drive back home from work. You can find more information about Christopher's company. It is paperculture.com. And of course, we have a link under the program summary for today at eatdrinkexplore.com. Christopher, thank you.
Thanks a lot, Randall and Patty.